Okay, hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. But today I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about a subject. Um, I was talking with someone in regards to when someone asks you, "How are you doing?" And the infamous words that everyone says is, "I'm fine, I'm okay." And a lot of people are not fine. A lot of people are not okay. And I just think that it's sad. It's sad that people feel like they have to walk around and pretend, pretend to be happy, to just to be something that they're not. I think back to a past relationship that I had, um, and I think my one thing he asked me was, you know, how are you feeling? And all these things he wanted to know, you know, just to see some type of emotions from me. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't say how I felt. I couldn't show real emotions, um, and that was hard. I never knew why. I never knew why. You know, I think sometimes you just learn to just push those feelings down, push them down, lock them up, and just keep on moving. Just keep on moving. And that's what I did. But he insisted that I share my emotions. And that was a defining moment for me because for as long as I could remember, I was afraid. Afraid that if I truly shared my emotions and how I was feeling, that person would just leave. But in this particular relationship, I learned that there are some people that love me enough that they're willing to stay with me. They're willing to go through all the hard troubles, trials, and tribulations with me because they love me. It's not a superficial love, it's a genuine, deep love that they have for me. And so he stayed. He stayed. And I learned so much. I learned that I had become mute, just mute. Couldn't say anything, couldn't express how I was really feeling. This fear, this anxiety, and all these thoughts would come into my mind of how people would react if I really started saying how I felt. And he helped me with that. He really did. He helped me with that. He was just so insistent. Um, that was just amazing to see that someone loved me so much and would allow me to be, just be me. And I think that's something that people have a hard time with. Not everyone, I can't put everyone in my category, but I think there are a lot of people that, I don't know, they're just walking around. They're not sharing their feelings. They're just going through the motions day after day. And I was one of those people. And I'm going to be honest, there are times when I find myself trying to slip back into that. Don't know why. Don't know why, but one of the things that he had helped me with was once I learned how to say how I felt. To me, that was like opening up a Pandora's box because now I'm just being honest. Now I'm just telling people, I don't like this. I don't like that. And, you know, and they don't know how to accept it. That's the thing right there, is that now that you have learned a new, what is the word I want to use? It's not a skill, but now that you've learned a new way of being, I'll say that, a new way of being your authentic self. You're being your authentic self now. People don't know how to handle that. They don't know what to do with this new person because they're so used to you doing what they want you to do. They're so used to you just saying, "Okay, that's what you want to do. Let's go with that." You know, you have absolutely no opinion. Not that you don't have an opinion, but you're not expressing your opinion. They don't know what to do with that. And so people scatter. I can at least say that for me. A lot of people scattered. Those that really loved me hung around because being honest with people and saying, look, I'm hurt. I have all these emotions. I don't know what to do with them. I don't like the way our relationship is. You know, we need to change it. And some people just don't want that because it's not beneficial to them. And they have to learn how to, I guess, deal with you in a different way. They have to learn how to listen to you and respect what you're saying. You know, I'll never forget when my sister was living and we was trying to get together for lunch or something. Just get together because, you know, we lived in, you know, I'm not sure if we lived in the same state, but we didn't live that close by. And so we was working really hard to try to be able to see each other at least once a month. And when we finally got our schedules together to have lunch, you know, she was on her phone, texting, you know, just on her phone. And I said to her, I was like, you know, I worked too hard to get here, to be with you, to allow you to text on your phone. For all that, you could have just stayed at home and never came to see me, and I never came to see you. And I felt in that moment that if she truly valued our relationship, she would change. And that's how I deal with my relationships. After I've told you how I feel about what you're doing, you're going to do one or two things. One, you're going to change. Or two, I just won't see you that much. Or I won't see you at all. You'll just disappear. But that right there tells me how you feel about me. Because if you really value this relationship, you're willing to do something. You're willing to make some changes. You know, and that's what it's all about. But I think, you know, I wanted to come on here because I know that this is an issue. You know, when I talk to different people and people are telling me, you know, how they're feeling and all this stuff, I listen to it all pretty much every day. People are not saying how they really feel. And I think it's time that we get to the point where we can say how we feel, and those who don't want to honor it and those who don't want to respect it decide to fade away, then let them fade away. You know why? Because they're doing you a favor. That's one way to just weed out people. You have to be yourself because if you're not, you're going to be eating yourself up. Inside, you will be eating yourself up. It's a slow death. It's a slow death. But eventually, it's a death. And that's something I think people need to think about. You have to do what's best for you. You can't do what's best for everyone all the time. So, anyway, I don't want to make this longer than it needs to be, but I felt like that needed to be said, you know. Um, so, anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. And I'll talk to all of you soon. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love. Bye.